everyone. My name's Nelson. I'm the founder of Partner OS, the AI PRM for partner relationship management to help drive partner revenue. And I'm really excited to share with you today one key principle for AI in go-to-market partnerships to help you be more successful. So a really quick intro. I've been in tech for many years, over 2 decades, and I've led partnerships or have been an IC at companies like Miro, Box, Airtable, Cisco, Optimizely, VMware, and more. And my specialty has been in building partner programs from 0 to 1 and going from 0 to 200 million, respectively, especially within the startup fast growth phase. And I've shared a lot of my lessons back, and that's how I got to over 10,000 newsletter subscribers, where every week I'll write about partnerships and the lessons I've learned to help people drive success and partner revenue. I've coached 410 partner leaders as well, so I definitely have seen many different types of scenarios and industries and platforms. And personally, I've also done 72 consulting engagements for companies around partnership strategy and either building it from zero or scaling it up over time. So I'm really excited to share one of those learnings today, especially around AI and how it can help you in go-to-market. So why are we here today? Well, we all have seen this quote at some point in time, probably before, which is, we missed the partner target, right? In terms of revenue contribution. And why this happens is because there's so much of this busy work that we all get caught up in that prevents us from doing the most important part, which is the human relationship, to go educate, to go make people aware, to help them problem solve, and ultimately get to a great business outcome. And so what we want to do is figure out how we use AI to abstract away the busy work that is very manual and focus only on the elements here that are truly human, which is our superpower in driving things forward and getting to revenue. So right now, for a lot of us, we spend so much of our time on operational work. Maybe these percentages are not 90% for you. Maybe it's 80, maybe it's 70, right? The point is, ultimately, a lot of our time is spent on that, and we need to flip it. So we've got to figure out how do we get that 90% or whatever number it is for you to be focused on the relationship aspect to go drive opportunities and ultimately revenue. And that's really where we want to spend the bulk of our time. So how do we do that with partnerships and also with AI combined? Let me take you through a practical example. Account mapping with partners to co-sell. So what often happens in many of these calls that I've been on, because I'm often fractional, is we see the go-to-market team and the partnerships team jump on a call with the partner account manager or account executive, and they just wing it. And that's what we want to avoid. And AI can help you do a much better job on this. Let me give you two examples. The person on the left is me, free AI. The person on the right embraces AI. So what does this look like in the difference? Free AI, you might just go in there with no context, right? You might just wing the call and you hope it leads to an opportunity. Now, to be fair, some of us pre-AI were doing the prep, and that's great, but that prep also might have taken you many hours to get done. Now, on the other side of this, if you embrace AI, you can do these things listed out here with velocity and depth, right? Which is you can research the partner in advance, understand where they can add value in your opportunity. You can bring additional information about the existing opportunity in detail. And you also know what questions should you be asking to drive a partnership motion that is customer centric. And what I mean by that is in a way that serves value to the customer. And this is what AI is really powerful at, is helping for things like prep and context, for the actual account mapping call to be super productive. So in practicality, what does this look like? I wanted to give an example of a framework for a prompt that you might use where you talk about who you are, how you want to prep, what information you might tap into. For example, one of my favorite platforms to use is Crossbeam to be able to see the overlap of a shared customer or opportunities. And by tapping into that information and also your information from system of record, like the Salesforce or a HubSpot, to be able to inform the partner account manager what's happening within the opportunity and where you think they can help is incredibly helpful. So you definitely want to make sure you tie in that information from the other tech stacks. And then I've given you a framework below. First, listing your company, the partner and that specific person, the customer and opportunity, and then giving you the outline of what you should cover. So kind of like quick intros, who we are, the customer and the op, like I mentioned, the top business challenges and implication of that if they don't solve it. What's the ideal future state, right? You should have a point of view on this, especially if you're positioning your platform to be purchased by the customer, where the partner fits and what a joint solution might look like. What's in it for the partner? Is it services revenue? Is it a product sale, right? Economic buyer and other stakeholders that you're talking to, the current tech stack and the gaps that the customer is experiencing, and questions you might ask the partner to ensure that this is a really good fit to work together. So you can then run this prompt in this framework into your AI tool, definitely review the output, and then cut anything that you cannot defend or challenge AI and try to go deeper on it to make sure that it can be something you can defend. And then ultimately send this ahead of the call so that you're all prepped and know what to expect going into it. As an example, let's say you're Anthropic working with Accenture. This is just an illustrative example, right, of what this might actually look like. You can see it tees off with the problem set, the intros of who you are, the customer and the open opportunity, and then also what the challenges are and what the implications of that are and what future state you might get towards, where the partner fits in and what the joint solution looks like, and then what it means for that partner as well. So by the time you get to the call, people ideally have read this in advance. This pre-read ensures that you're all on the same page. And during the call, it's less of a readout and more of a, hey, I read the account mapping prep. It was incredibly helpful. I think these are also areas we can help. Or by the way, you missed something. I think I can also help here. And that creates a much more productive conversation where they then also have confidence in you as a partner and they understand where they can provide value and slot in. And that creates a very solid partnership foundation from that meeting. Okay, I just want to share that one use case. I had a lot of fun doing that. There's so many more that I've worked on across AI partnership use cases. So if you ever have questions about how to apply that, let me know. I built a whole platform that basically drives AI use cases with partners to get to revenue faster, from recruitment, enablement, activation, go-to-market, co-selling, onboarding, operations, enablement, and so forth. So feel free to reach out if you need help on that front. It's an AI native PRM, and I can help you with that. And my email is at nelson@partneros.ai. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much.